What if I told you that every one of you, without any exception, already mastered the biggest and the fastest change in your life? 3 months ago, I gave birth to a wonderful little lady. She's in the audience. This event was truly life-changing to me. And in this context, life-changing is not a buzzword. I never thought I would learn that much about what makes a successful change from spending time with my newborn. Babies grow at an exponential pace. Baby's brain doubles in size actually within a year. Babies develop 1 million synapses within a second. Can you imagine that? 1 million synapses within just a second. My daughter will probably learn more today than I learned during an entire semester at university. As parents, we manage one of the biggest change initiatives on a daily basis. After spending only a month on this planet, our daughter went through her first growth spurt. Growth spurts are short periods of time when babies experience very quick development. During her first spurt, she developed new senses and changed her metabolism. She experienced the world in a more intense way, and all that happened within just a few days. I mean, just imagine seeing your hands and feet for the very first time in your life. Of course, she felt overwhelmed with the speed of change and all the new impulses she got. She was crying a lot. I also felt overwhelmed and exhausted. As parents, we need to support our babies with patience. Be there for them whenever they need you, and try to understand their problems. Babies need love, trust, and safety. Only feeling safe and having people they trust around them, they can handle all the stress caused by the massive changes. You might ask, where is there a parallel to business? John Kotter found that about 70% of organizational transformations fail. Your colleagues sometimes also feel overwhelmed by the continuous change initiatives. They might fear losing their jobs. They might be missing clarity on the vision, the why, and the purpose. They might be afraid of so many things. Just think about it for a second. How did you feel during the latest private or professional change you have been through? Have you been stressed? Did you cry? Did you experience some sleepless nights? While undergoing a change, we might feel exactly the same as newborns. We just don't express it in such a vocal way. Change is an emotional journey, and it's your job as a leader to guide your colleagues on this journey. Try to understand the feelings and emotions they have and help them handle those emotions. The key question is whether they will share their true feelings with you. A proper culture and leadership style are crucial for that. You have to create a psychologically safe environment. An environment where people are not afraid to speak up. An environment where people are not afraid to communicate problems and mistakes. An environment where people are not afraid to share their doubts or fears. The way you speak about your own feelings and emotions influences the culture. The way you react to problems and mistakes influences the culture. The way you ask questions influences the culture. You as a leader, you shape the culture with every single behavior. You are the culture. If you are blaming people, if you are not respectful, if you are not listening, if you lead without showing trust, empathy, and compassion, you create a toxic culture. If your actions are not aligned with your words, you are just a drug dealer selling happy pills. If your loudest critics go silent, you need to worry. Be aware of a silence spiral which might kill your change initiative. To avoid it, you have to create a psychologically safe environment. Create a culture of trust. Listen to people. Listen to people actively. Do your best to understand the problems and the root causes. Try to genuinely help. Be there for them if they need you. Be patient and care. You just need to lead with your heart. One of the first things which babies learn is a smile. When you see a baby smile, you just melt. Or to express it in a more medical way, your body releases the love hormone, oxytocin. Oxytocin creates a feeling of trust and bond between human beings. Baby's smile is an evolutionary mechanism to ensure their survival. Believe me, overtired parents wouldn't be able to handle all the growth spurts without a reward in form of baby's smile. Oxytocin increases trust and fosters decision-making processes. It's a booster for social interaction and bonding, and thereby for collaboration and teamwork. Creating strong connections between team members makes it easier to work towards common change vision. High trust, empathy, and bond, enabled by oxytocin, allow us to create teams. It increases team's productivity, has a positive impact on the outcome and the revenue. It makes your colleagues happier and less stressed. Being human-centered, focusing on others, helping people, and doing purpose-driven work creates oxytocin, and in this way fosters the culture of trust and feeling of belonging. Don't fake your smile, it's not about that. Genuinely care about people who are undergoing change. Listen to what has not been said. Show empathy. Help others to deal with their fears. And don't forget to show recognition, have fun on a daily basis, and to celebrate even small successes. You just need to lead with your heart. We have gotten so many gifts as our daughter was born. Rompels, rattles, toys. But the best gift you can make to any baby is talking with them. Neuroscientists found out that turn-taking conversation influences brain development and future language and social skills. Communication is crucial for how babies are going to do later in life. So the more you communicate with a baby, the better. The same applies to business change initiatives. You cannot over-communicate. Whenever you think you already communicated too much, you probably still didn't communicate enough. People undergoing change need transparency and clarity about the vision, the why, and the purpose. You need to see the idea in their heads as an inspiration. To make this seed grow into a beautiful plant, to make it bloom, and finally to harvest the fruits, you need to nurture it on a regular basis. You cannot over-communicate if you want to harvest the fruits of your vision. You cannot not communicate. As a leader, you communicate with every single behavior and every single statement. The right way of communicating makes it easier to accompany change processes. It helps to understand people. It helps to build relationships and trust. It helps to convey inspiring visions and capture people's attention. Especially in a world that is flooded with information, it's so important to be able to send and receive messages and signals. Communication is not only about talking. It's also about listening and asking questions. So listen to what has not been said. Listen with empathy and with intention to understand. You just need to lead with your heart. Change is an emotional journey. Under pressure and stress, we are not open to new things. We don't have the cognitive capacity for that. We do not act rational. And fear is a bad advisor. We can learn a lot from parents and newborns about how to lead change. To successfully accomplish a change initiative, create a psychologically safe environment and culture of trust. Strengthen the feeling of belonging. Create clarity about the vision, the why, and the purpose. Communicate, communicate, communicate. And you will be exhausted. But be patient. Change will not happen overnight. Change is a marathon, not a sprint. Every one of you, as a baby, already mastered the biggest and the fastest change of your life. We are capable to change, but we can handle that only feeling safe, trusted, and understood. The secret to successful change is simple. You just need to lead with your heart. You will not only make a change happen, but first and foremost, you will make a change in people's lives. You see, you already mastered the biggest change in your life. So now, please help others to handle their emotional journey of change. You got this. You just need to lead with your heart.